2 at that. There's the countdown. Oh, there we go. It didn't capture my voice. You guys probably hearing my mouth go up and down. But yeah, here we go. So almost about to begin. I'm excited. I'm definitely excited for this. And actually today, ironically, well, not ironically, but today marks the day that Halo 3 ODST has finally touched down on the Master Chief Collection. Pretty cool stuff. So it's definitely really good to celebrate that. Looks like over on my end it's a bit laggy. I'm not, well, laggy because of the internet, but something I could do about that. Okay. It's gonna send us on Facebook real quick to get some viewers in. So that's why I'm looking down. We have 10 minutes to go, guys. So did the Facebook. Next is Twitter. Alright. Come on, why won't you paste? For crying out loud. There we go. Alright. Okay, so the link has been sent. We have officially 9 minutes to go. Actually, just to make things easier so I'm not looking down, I'm going to set up the earphone app on my laptop real quick. There we go. I'm gonna get you guys engaged. So chat, what do you guys think? Now that Halo Infinite's getting closer to launch, are you guys excited? Despite the fact that campaign co-op and PvP. Campaign co-op and Forge won't be added for 3 to 6 months. What do you guys think about that? Okay. Alright. Skip. Okay, so instead of me looking over my phone screen, I'm gonna put my headphones on to get ready for this thing. Let me turn off my speaker. I'm this excited, yo. This since the first preview, I'm excited. And to be honest with you guys, I've never played Halo multiplayer, online multiplayer per se, on Xbox at all, or any other Halo game. Alright, headphones are on. We have 6 minutes to go, guys. 6 minutes. And I looked on Twitch. I don't think they're gonna set up Twitch yet. Because last time they did Twitch. And YouTube as well, but that just could be, maybe they decide not to do Twitch this year. Gonna make sure my sound is set to mute, because I'm just gonna talk to you guys through the live chat itself. Okay. Actually, it's a bit awkward. Yeah, we're not gonna do it via the phone. Alright. Four minutes to go. Woo, let's go. Man. I know yesterday when I did the video I was a bit tired. Now I'm energized now. Like, I'm energized. Just came home from work. So, let's see what they got. 3 minutes. Actually, let's do it right now. Nope, still counting down. Man, let's go. I am gonna have a recap on this on my Facebook gaming page as well. So for those of you who are watching this on Facebook, well, you're not going to watch the live stream live. You just see the recap of it. I'm going to download it. Then late tonight, I'll have it upload to Facebook on my gaming page, of course. And again, I'll be live at 6 on Friday for the live stream of the tech preview. It starts Thursday night, but I have work on Friday, so I'll download it early. I'll download it when I come home, and that's it. Maybe I'll just sign in, close it out tomorrow, open my laptop and start the program. Let's go. Under a minute to go, guys. Under a minute to go. It's good to be a Halo fan, I'm telling you guys. Since CE, it's been a journey playing Halo. It has been an epic journey playing Halo. Alright, since it's approaching a minute now, I'm going to switch over to... Oh! Here we go. Here we go, guys. I'm gonna put this full screen. Let me just get rid of this. We don't need it. It's time. It's time. That is a bit loud on my ears. Let me know if you guys can hear it. Yo, this trailer's so dope. This trailer is dope. I reacted to this in the Xbox Series X Infinite Edition. Get the thumbs up for me.
Why are you here?
To fight.
To win.
To be a Spartan.
It's time.
What is a Spartan?
This music. Yo, whoever made this music needs a raise. Get a raise.
Spartan is a symbol.
You got my recommendation. Look at that armor.
Where there is none.
I'll never get old seeing this trailer with that armor. And the bubble shield. The shield effect. My goodness.
Friends of darkness. We are hope.
I'll never get old seeing that. Here it is. Oh man, the blue color on that. Give me it. One final effort, man.
And together.
Oh my gosh.
Together we are unstoppable.
Yo. I could watch this for days and not get bored.
Candidates, are you ready?
Yes.
I can't hear you.
Yes.
Again.
I love this.
Good. Who's first?
Let's Let's go. Let's go. December 8th, baby. I got Game Pass. I'm fired up. I'm ready. I just need to get my hands on an Xbox. That's all I can ask for. Come on, let's go. Okay. I'm pressing spacebar right now. Can I play? Can I play? Oh, let's press enter. My bad. But still. What's happening now? Sketch! That boy Sketch.
Hey, hello everyone. What is up? Welcome, Sketch here. We are live inside 343 Industries in Redmond, Washington. I'm excited to be back. We're ready to talk about our next multiplayer
The boy
preview.
Sketch is
Just got a
here.
little taste of the main menu there. I know a lot of y'all have been talking about it. Much like we've missed that, right? We've missed the music, we missed the feels, but we are nearly back. So thank you for joining us today. We're going to cover off on what you can expect with our next flight. Got some special guests. We're going to show off some new content and kind of give you a closer idea and a closer look at what you'll be able to play when this next flight lands. Before we do that, though, I want to give a quick shout out to our friends. A lot of folks kind of noticed the 117 hat, some of the cool apparel that our friends at the Gear team have been kicking on lately. Excited to say we have a special little Halo Insider flash promo, if you will. So the next couple hours, if you wanted to go to gear.xbox.com, use the code Halo Insider 15, you'll get 15% off. So, you know, holidays are approaching. There's some really cool Halo collectibles there to check out. So thanks to our friends at the Gear shop for helping us out with that. So we are back. If you were with us for the last tech preview, you kind of have an idea of what to expect this
I
time.
might actually get some of
We
that for
have
myself.
obviously made some progress. You'll find that there's some new things to explore. Teams
But I'll
are
do that
working
later.
Very, very hard now. on
This is the
road
real
to
deal
our
right
launch
here.
On December 8th, and we really can't wait to get through this next critical milestone. Our biggest focus for this next tech preview truly is about concurrency. We are ready to get as many people through as we possibly can to play at the same time. And our goal is to push our services and infrastructure as hard as we can just to help us make sure that we are ready and able to have a smooth launch come December.
Yes.
Now, before we get too much further, I wanted to share some breaking news here because, you know, the whole nature of a flight is it's about helping us discover and work through problems now versus when it would later potentially impact, you know, retail players once the game is live. We learn something new every time we do a flight, and this is a process that the studio's been doing in some cases for years. Our Halo Insiders that have been, you know, involved with helping us with MCC know those flights have been instrumental to helping that experience improve and evolve with player feedback in mind. A lot of great updates, bug fixes, quality of life improvements, new features, all of those things were the result of flighting. With Infinite, we've had small flights going for quite some time now. And, you know, back in July was our first true public flight. We learned a ton. There's a big outcomes blog on Halo Waypoint if you haven't seen it that kind of gives you more insights into what the team saw, what some of the key takeaways were, and what you can expect in terms of next steps on how we respond to that, respond to that feedback. But all that's to say is flighting is still a process in one moment in development, and there's a lot of factors that sort of feed into that. So today, you know, I want to be very transparent that we are excited for this next preview.
I'm excited too.
Emails have already gone out. Our hope is that this flight's going to kick off very, very soon. Officially, the build was supposed to go out tomorrow. This may or may not happen. We are potentially going to look at a time shift here. We're not quite sure. When it's ready, it will be ready. We want to be very transparent with you, though. We're very appreciative of all the insider support we see out there, but we might have a small shift in our schedule. And if we do, we should have more clarity on that at some point in the very near future. So we do ask you'll stay tuned to Halo Waypoint. Stay tuned to Halo Social on Twitter in particular. We will provide those updates. So for now, teams are working very, very hard. We're still progressing, but we're in a little bit of a holding pattern due to some late-breaking issues that we found along the way in this release process. So
yeah, it's fine.
There's a chance that we might have a shift in schedule.
So I would
But
flight, guys.
that doesn't really change
That's why we
the rest of what
flight.
we're going to talk about today, which is giving you a closer look at some of the new content and some of the new experiences that you will be able to enjoy when this flight does land. So today I'm going to first chat with Sarah Stern, multiplayer designer, about bots. We're going to talk a little bit about
I love the
how
bots.
the bots showed up in the last tech preview and some of the work that she and the team have done to further improve the bots and sort of what you'll expect to see when this next flight goes live. Then we're going to have a conversation about Academy. We're going to show off a new map as part of that. We've got a new experience called Training Mode that we're excited to demo for you here today. And then we're going to wrap things up with our first official look in detail at Big Team Battle. The new and
I'm
improved,
excited for
bigger
that
and
too.
better Big Team Battle coming to Halo Infinite. That will currently be part of our second weekend of the flight. But I've got Fernando here with me this afternoon, and we're going to take a closer
Don't have to
look and
subscribe for that,
just
guys.
give you really a first-hand account of a match that's been played on one of our maps called Fragmentation.
Fragmentation.
So, to kick things off,
Ooh.
I sat down with Sarah Stern
Can't
the
wait
other day
for
talk
to
to
play
her
on that
about
map.
bots and the work that's going into that new feature with Halo Infinite. So let's take a look at that, and we'll be back in just a few. Okay, hey everyone. We are going to talk about bots. And Sarah, it is great to have you on the stream. Welcome.
Thanks. Happy to be here.
So before we jump into the nitty gritty and sort of talk about all the great work you and the team have done on bots, can you just tell us a little about yourself and your role here at 343?
So I'm a designer on the multiplayer team. I'm primarily responsible.
Hello
for
there,
bots,
Sarah.
And a lot of that is kind of looking at the game, looking at multiplayer, looking at our modes, and making sure that we, with the help of our fantastic engineers, get the bots to play the game in a way that's representative of humans.
So obviously bots, you know, huge brand new addition to Halo Infinite multiplayer. We took them out for a preview, a little test drive, and debuted those in our technical preview back in July. Landed really, really well. A lot of excitement around those. But could you just kind of walk us through a little bit about the origin? How did bots come to be? What are the goals and sort of what's the intent that you and the team had when you set out to bring this to the game?
Well, I think Tom did a really good job of kind of setting up the reasoning for why we did this in our last preview when he talked about how multiplayer can be kind of intimidating, right? It
It
be,
is.
a
Especially
little
if you're
scary
very
dive
new
into,
to it.
even though it's really fun. And so the goal of bots has always been like, how can we make a tool that allows more people to experience the fun of multiplayer kind of where they're at right now, whether that's I'm just starting the game for the first time and I'm trying to figure out the controls, or it's, you know, I had a rough day at work and I just kind of want to lean back and get some medals and have a good time. We just want bots to be there to kind of expand when multiplayer is available.
So the bots made a big splash in the tech preview. You know, I don't know if it's a good or a bad thing. I'm sorry to say that I'm told that over 65 million bots were actually slayed during the course of that couple days. So
It was fun.
to say that
I like to do that
they put in
again.
some work, right?
And when
they
the game
landed
goes
really
out.
well for the community. But from your perspective, you know, what did you see? How was the response?
I'm just gonna move my webcam
Any big
just
takeaways
right
or
over
sort of things that
just
you
right
and the team were looking
in the
for
middle,
coming out
so
of
it's
the first
not
tech preview?
blocking
Well, I will
mostly
say for us,
sketch.
the response was a little bit overwhelming. You know, we've been working on this feature for a long time, and we'd really only said that they were in the game, but we hadn't had a ton of feedback yet on it. And so it was a lot to go from being very quiet
this
to
should be
having
better.
so many people playing with them, enjoying them, giving us feedback on how they could be better, and the team just kind of ate it up that whole weekend. It was just watching people play and really enjoying it. You know, they definitely had some bugs, some that we knew about going into the preview.
Yeah,
especially
definitely the
if they were
teabagging.
on maps, but the preview helped us find a lot of things that we hadn't caught yet or just weren't expecting. Like, we weren't sure where the difficulty stacked relative to the player population, and we got a lot of data that indicated that, yeah, we have some room to make them a little bit more challenging, even though our goal is to provide an onboarding experience. So just, it was a phenomenal amount of feedback and input.
Geez,
that
she
we
was
can
waiting to
just
get
really
that
kind
no
of
scope
put
in.
to use to make them even better.
Yeah, the difficulty one in particular, I think, kind of interesting because, you know, I'll be the first to admit, I think we maybe kind of overhyped it a little bit, right? It's like, oh my gosh, the Spartan bots are coming, we're super scared.
Yeah.
Safe to say that, you know, the Spartan bots, while not meant to be punishing, you know, as per your design goals, weren't really the next level that I think you and the team had intended, and certainly not to the extent that we had overhyped this big experience.
For this next preview, one, we've bumped the difficulty kind of across the board, especially because we're now introducing recruit into the mix, so there is another option for that kind of earlier player wants a lighter experience. So the bot should be a little bit more challenging this time, and we've kind of flipped on a couple of new behaviors that we're interested in seeing. So Spartans will share some information with each others as though they're, teammates trying to call out positions. So really curious to see how people react
Oh,
to it.
that's
We
interesting.
could shift over. Like, let's talk about that a little bit more. We have an even bigger preview coming up. The bot arena is back. Also, at some point, I'm pretty sure we'll have a new map added as well, right? It's Behemoth, which we'll see here in a little bit, but it's a vehicular arena map, right? So how does that weigh in when you and the bot team are sort of approaching the design?
That map is interesting. It's a much wider experience. It's got longer sight lines than some of our other maps that you've played on previously, and that can pose different challenges in terms of what bots get engaged in and what they react to. Bots have some quirks when it comes to vehicles. They know that they don't like them, but they aren't sure how to really deal with them. So that's something that we're aware of. But excited for people to get a chance to use vehicles against some targets and have a good time.
One of the things about bots, that I think is really cool is you and the team have done a great job of they just feel natural. They feel like they're really emulating the way real players play.
They do.
At least to me,
Like
they don't
the
seem
strafing,
cheap.
they're
They
like
don't
this.
seem like they have omnipotence.
Can't
or
catch me. I'm
extra
right here.
health or
Nope, I'm right here.
100%
I'm right here.
accuracy. How did that process?
That's pretty dope.
How hard is it to try and create these AI code pieces that seem to model real life behavior pretty accurately?
And there are parts of it that are pretty straightforward, like things that are kind of button presses, right? Like getting them to shoot, getting them to just throw a grenade is stuff that Halo AI has been doing for a long time. But where it gets difficult is how do you represent when to do something? When should I shoot versus when should I back off? When should I throw that grenade? When should I push forward? And we've really tried to have that decision.
Yeah, you missed.
From the bot standpoint, be representative of how players at a certain level think. Partially so that people know that they're learning when they're engaging with these bots, right? They can see bots
Well,
mimicking
you tried.
behaviors that they may see in matchmaking, because that's always our goal. Is a way
I
to
definitely
unlearn
love
from playing against
the
other
grapple
humans.
hook.
And you can
It's
also
very
see bots make
unique
mistakes. Like a way to learn is to see
and
someone
useful.
do something correctly. So you can see a bot, especially at a lower
And going back to
difficulty,
MCC,
not
it
just
feels like it
engage
should have been
in
something
how to
added
shoot
a
its
whole
weapons.
while ago.
You can be like, okay, that was a mistake, and I'm going to take that knowledge and use it to improve my gameplay.
Now, you and I talked a little bit earlier before this video about some of the changes
Oh, sorry,
and kind of
Sketch.
how bots are going to show up in the preview too. One of the things I want to touch on briefly is the bot arena is going to be a little bit different in terms of
I think this should be
last
fine.
time, we had a methodical, we went through the bot progression with a different difficulty of bots sort of each day, right? That's not how we're doing it this time. We're going to have one bot playlist, and I think it's just going to sort of be a random assortment of bot difficulty on the enemy team, right?
Yeah, so what that means is that from match to match, you'll have different difficulties of opponents. So you might play a game and have a bot team that is 2 Spartans, a recruit, and an ODST, and your next match might be against 2 Marines and an ODST and a recruit. And
Yo,
what
that's
we're doing
dope.
there is
We
want feedback on what it feels like
Chat?
to play against
That's
mixed
dope.
teams. We got
It
some
mixes up a
feedback from
little
the
bit,
last
so you're
preview.
not just
Playing
facing a
against
bot battle.
L1 difficulty could feel a little bit flat.
Like you could
And
have
we're also, again, looking
3
for a bunch
Marines,
more
1
data on
Spartan,
how
and 2
these
ODSTs on the
difficulties are
team.
stacking against a wide
That's
player
dope. I'm down for that.
And
I
think,
can't wait.
We're going to talk about some of the Academy editions here coming up shortly, but good news is, not to steal thunder from our next segment, but with the addition of training mode, at that point you can configure the bot difficulty.
I'm
So
kind
if
of
you
curious
wanna
and
run
excited to see what
this
train
video,
mode's
you can
about.
do that, right?
Absolutely. If you're going into the bot playlist and you hit a couple matches that are a little bit too intense for you, definitely recommend going into training mode. You'll have a lot more control there over what's spawning and what kind of difficulty settings you want to be engaged with.
So, we have talked a lot over the course of this road to launch about how launch is just the beginning for us. And, that really applies to every facet of the game, from the, multiplayer all the way down to the bots as well. Now, obviously, we're in sort of the shutdown mode here. We are in the in-game, if you will. We don't have that much further to go, until we hit our launch date on December 8th. How are you and the team thinking about sort of bots going forward and sort of, can you tease anything or just sort of give us a hint of sort of where do you see bots going in future seasons beyond launch?
I mean, a lot of it is just looking at what we have in the game now and asking questions about how we can take that to the next level, right? We talked earlier about the quirks they have with vehicles, and that's an active question. Like, how can we improve their interactions with vehicles? How can we represent sort of that?
Imagine bots being like the
of
Flood in Halo
where
2,
we
or
don't
they
have
drive a
to
Warthog,
necessarily,
and they ran you
so
over.
that we can provide more
That would be
tools for a
insane. What do you
broader
think about that,
audience.
chat?
How can
Or
we
they
take
drive a Hornet,
some of the aspects of
or a
difficulty
Wasp,
and make that more customizable? So if
or
someone
even
wants,
worse, a Scorpion
say, to
in battle.
disable grenade throwing
That
when
would
they're
be
practicing, how can we
disgustingly
make those tools?
devastating.
So just thinking through how we can make it a more useful tool for people, and as part of that, we're going to look at how people engage with them, at launch, and that's really going to inform how we move forward.
So, Sarah, before we wrap it up, just any kind of final words or sort of parting thoughts on behalf
And no, it
of
hasn't ended
the
just
bot
yet.
team
There's
and
still
the
more
sharing
going on.
community
As
today?
I think just
As-
thank you. Like it was so helpful to get
did buffer
all of
for a
the
little
data
bit.
and feedback we got from preview 1, and
Let me make sure we're still
really exciting
on the live
and
track.
motivating to see people engaging
Yep,
with stuff we worked on for
we're
a
still good.
while,
We're
and
still good.
just excited to get more of that feedback and appreciate everyone's time.
Well, I cannot wait to have another round of insiders, even bigger audience this time, go head to head with some bots that have
Yes,
seen some
please.
adjustments and improvements since last time.
Yes, please.
Different difficulties, little mixing, matching, as Sarah said. So we can't wait to see how you all fare.
Can't wait.
And of course, looking
Friday
forward
at
to
6,
feedback and
guys.
continue improving
Friday
as
at
we go
6.
forward. We'll be back
Facebook
in just a
Gaming.
minute. We're gonna
See
sit
you
down
there.
and talk about the Academy and some of the new additions that you can look for in this next preview. Be right back.
Okay. Yo. You could actually hear the sounds of actually like animals in it. Let me grab that code real quick. Halo Insider 15. Okay. Dope. Let me just write that down. But yo, now that we're in intermission, what do you guys think about bots? Do you think they're a great addition to Halo, the new Halo series, or do you think, bots could be different? In my opinion, the bots are fantastic. Especially for me who hasn't played multiplayer in any Halo series. There's the flag. You guys see the flag, right? There's the flag right there. But anyway, that's the Cobra flag, I think. For big team battle. But I digress. I definitely going to play bots more interestedly. Okay.
All right, we're back. Special thanks again to Sarah for taking some time earlier this week to talk about all the great work she and the bot teams are doing to further enrich our Halo multiplayer experience. And what you just saw there, by the way, just a little tease, little fly through of our big team battle match Fragmentation. That'll be available on the second weekend of our upcoming preview. We'll talk more about that in a bit, but first, I'd like to welcome to the stream David Ellis. David, welcome. How's it going?
Oh, it's going great. Great to be back.
I know you're no stranger to live streams, but before we jump
Yo,
into the
what's up,
Academy,
David?
just quickly, who are you? Kind of what do you do here at the studio? What's your role?
Yeah, so I'm a senior multiplayer designer. I've been at the studio since 2010, so I was early days. Back when Halo Reach, you were on the
Yep,
Reach, and I
we
was over
actually,
here.
I remember we both supported the Reach launch
That's
event.
right.
In fact, we just had the Reach anniversary,
Yeah,
so good timing there.
It's
Yep.
been a long time. Neither of us had gray hair at that point.
Yeah,
It was
I'm quite a bit hairier. That's fair to say.
yeah, so I've been at the
Hair
studio
here.
for a long time. I've been working on the game since Halo 4. Was focused on Spartan Ops in Halo 4, and then Halo 5 worked on the campaign, and then Warzone. And
I'll look
over
at the
last
shop
several years,
later.
I've been working on bringing the Academy feature set, hoping to bring that forward to Halo Infinite.
Yeah, so we won't go super deep because I know you and the team have helped us on a number of blogs.
I guess I'll move it to
talked
top
about the
right corner
Academy,
since it's
but
still
just
kind of
for
cutting him off.
folks that might be joining us for the first time or didn't play in the last tech preview, give us the high-level elevator pitch. Like, what is the Academy? How does it fit into the game? And what's the kind of the goal and the intent behind it?
Yeah, so I would encourage
This
everyone
should be
to check
good.
out the recent Inside Infinite blog. Tom does a great job distilling sort of our key pillars and digging into the why of the Academy. I'm just going to give like a
Okay.
sentence pitch thing that I've been saying for years. It's like we want to give players a safe space to learn how to Halo.
Something
That's
my
what it
mind
was
was telling
all
me
about.
that he was
The
Tom, and I
franchise
was
has
like,
been around almost 20
Tom
years.
put.
Over that amount of time. There's a
Never
lot of
mind, never
institutional
mind.
knowledge of people just
My
assuming
brain
you
was
know
just
how
wrong.
X,
But
Y, and Z
yeah.
works. You hold a charge on a plasma pistol, it's going to strip someone's shields. Not everyone's going to know that. We wanted to provide modes and tools and opportunities for people to be able to learn that while they're not getting shot in the face in multiplayer.
Yeah.
And so when we launch this year on December 8th, we're going to be featuring 3 pillars in the Academy. We're going to have a tutorial, which is like a first for multiplayer in Halo. And that's going to be a linear mission where you're going to explore the Avery J. Johnson Academy of Military Sciences. And you're going to be introduced to Spartan Commander Arena as well.
Send
And
me
we're
off
gonna
the
series of
bang.
objectives that's
Iconic
gonna
quote
onboard
from
you
Halo
into
3.
the world and universe that Halo Infinite takes place in. Also give you the opportunity to introduce all the new additions in Halo Infinite. You're going to get your personal AI. You're going to learn about all the different equipment and things like that. And,
Special
and get
request
everyone on board in the
for 3 for 3,
experience.
please.
And then we have 2 other options.
For
too. We have
watching this
weapon drills,
video,
which we had in the previous
please
tech review.
add
Everyone
Sergeant
can check out on
Johnson
this
as your
experience.
AI.
That, of course, will be coming back with all of our
That would
projectile
be
weapons
just
are
a
gonna
special
feature new
request,
weapon drills.
please.
And then training mode, which players will get a chance to check out for the first time in our upcoming tech preview, is another feature. And really at its core, it's an unlimited bot Slayer match you get to hop into, but then we have the training options menu layered on top of it. And that lets you play around with, player loadout, all kinds of bot difficulty settings. It's really just a place where you can explore the entire Halo sandbox in a safe way.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of the Academy. We've talked a lot. Obviously, it was super well received in the tech preview, and I know the goal there.
It
is
was.
to
I do love
onboard
the
and
weapon
activate
drills.
players, but it also got a little sweaty during that tech preview, right? So, if I'm not mistaken, you were putting the call out there for high scores, and I imagine we'll see people doing that yet again this time.
Yeah, that was fun, and we've actually had a chance to go back and check and make some changes to the weapon drills from that tech preview as well. So I'm excited for people to check out some of those.
Well, why don't we jump in?
Yo,
think you're
yes,
gonna put me on the spot
please.
and make me
I see the
probably
Xbox controller.
completely
Show
embarrass
us.
myself, but yeah, I thought
Show
it'd be
us.
cool to
Right, chat? Show
showcase
us.
weapon drills, talk a little bit about what's changed, and then I know for a fact we have at least one new gun that we've added this time as well, which I'm sure people will love to check out. So I'll let you drive.
We're gonna pick up our controllers. No shame in being a controller player out there. We're gonna select weapon drills. I think let's start.
I'll make
with
my
the
thing a
shock
bit
rifle, which is a new
smaller.
weapon.
Okay.
And it's towards the top, if I recall. Yeah, it's right underneath the commando
Got it.
rifle.
Yep.
So we're gonna play simultaneous, is what we're thinking. Let's do shock rifle 2.
Shock rifle 2.
I'm just gonna point out we practiced this yesterday. I already have 3 stars.
I played one time. I don't know if I call that practice. I did play one
We're
time.
talking about practice.
Come on. You told me you were in here this morning like 6 hours early grinding on this.
So I
song.
thought it'd be fun just to us both.
He's
play
already
simultaneously.
training, guys.
So shock rifle. Let's go ahead and start it up. And
David over yonder,
right on
Alice.
the same. It's perfect.
Yeah, we're in sync. We also put out the shock rifle high-res render as part of the Inside Infinite blog earlier this week. It looks fantastic. By the way, sorry, shout out to our loading screens.
Yes, I saw that.
A lot of engineers and graphics folks have been working to bring those to life, so that's nice to see. So here we are.
I'm a fan of it.
Inside The weapon drill.
Yeah, so the shock rifle is kind of I would call it more of a medium to long range.
You're
I went ahead and
going. You
started.
already
I'm
scored.
sorry.
Okay, no, I'm going too then. I'm going too. All right, here we go.
So one of the cool things
Oh, wait a
with it
minute.
is if you get enemies close enough together, you can actually arc the damage and it'll damage multiple people.
Was this?
Yeah, I'm not doing good. Don't watch my POV.
So what I'm going to do here is just set up this arc.
Look at this. So also, by the way, this ducking.
I think this
behavior
was
is new,
in
right? They did not duck like
the,
this in the tech preview.
So
that
these-
video. I'll look at the
this
top right
ducking is
corner.
Sort of like pre-programmed, and we also have some dynamic they can crouch when
Oh
you're
my
trying
gosh.
to shoot them, which should make
But she Master
the
Chief used.
weapon drills
There we
quite
go.
a bit more challenging.
That's a
A
shock
little
rifle.
bit of an arc reaction.
Spoiler
That's what I
alert.
said. The shock rifle. That's
Yeah, I can see that.
Although I didn't get 3 stars, I
Eh,
can point that out as
my
well. They
opinion.
have retuned all the star score values in this, so it should be more aligned with as you sort of master your skill level, you should be able to move up the chain there.
So a little too easy last time. Is
it
that
was,
what you're
it was a
saying?
little too easy from what the data we saw and what we saw, but kind of behind the scenes.
Gotcha.
So,
I do like, by the way, and the arcing effect of that shock rifle is pretty cool. It's enough to kind of weaken nearby opponents and could make the big difference right there.
one
right?
bit of advice I would give you: if you're in multiplayer and you see a group of Spartans, one person has the overshield, shoot them first. because you're going to have more opportunities to arc that damage into the group of Spartans, because if you kill someone, you can't then arc off their dead body. So I
Interesting.
always go after like the strongest enemy.
Didn't you tell me that it'll also arc off the flagpole as well, like in a CTF game?
Yeah, so gameplay objects, it can arc off vehicles, so you can use all that stuff. And it's if you
Oh, that's
especially
nice.
in PvP, I don't want to spoil anything from Fernando's segment, but if you can get a really good shock rifle shot, you just see it exploding from across the map. You just see this lightning shooting. It looks like Emperor Palpatine's going nuts.
You said if you get a good shock rifle shot, so I haven't ever experienced that yet, but I'll take your word for it.
Well,
So-
speaking of bad shots, I thought we could go into the
geez.
S7
Okay.
sniper as well.
Sure, let's just go right to one of the hardest snipers.
And
in the
I
history
think
of
we should
Halo.
go for Sniper 3.
Of course, why wouldn't I?
'Cause that was the
Davis
one
is
that
like,
won
yo, bro,
most
I'm a
of the
pro
time
at
for
this.
Halo.
Come at me.
So let's,
Come at me, guys. I'm a pro at
Okay.
this.
Let's go.
And these are going to be harder targets, I assume, right?
Yep. So
Poor-
you'll see they dynamically
poor
crouch down,
sketch.
which they did it before. So you
He's
can-
like,
not everything
man,
is
you're
on an
gonna-
even
Okay.
horizontal plane. So it's a little bit different. Are you ready?
Oh, look, quick tip.
Yep.
Landing headshots consistently is often the difference between victory and defeat. Who would have thunk it? Okay, here we go. Oh, God.
I love how Sketch is embracing defeat.
Missed one.
Oh, I missed a lot here. I'm not. It's all about
Oh, I like
the
how
right
David.
timing,
Yep.
too.
Wait,
Yep. I'm gonna reload after this one. I'm just gonna try to get my.
yo,
Yeah, this
is it
not
just
good.
me?
Nope, no one's watching my
Or you guys can see them crouching?
Oh, that was the fortunate
I
spawn.
should have
for
come
me.
in earlier.
Did you just see him crouch?
Left.
Yeah,
Crouch.
I've only
Do you
got
see? Did you see them just crouch?
maybe 3?
I'm not sure they did that before.
You know, you
I'm gonna
generally
try
lose
that out on
it's not
Friday.
one. Oh, they crouched. See
Yeah,
if I can get a couple more.
I have not graduated to 3. I'll say that.
So one little bit of advice I would give is when they're going back and forth, if you're also strafing as
I'm
well,
not
you're gonna move at
sure.
the same speed. I find that's
That was on the
Hit
previous
shot,
tech
hit it just
preview,
right.
but they
I
can
don't know what
crouch.
score it says. Look
I
at that.
could be wrong.
That's great.
Chat, prove me
I
wrong.
didn't even get 3 stars.
Did they
that time.
crouch
I
in the
I needed
tech
3 more
preview
thousand, so like 1.5 more shots. I missed quite a
in
bit.
July?
Yeah, you know, one thing you and I talked about, and I think we mentioned this.
Prove me
before
wrong,
on the blog
chat.
as well,
Prove me
that
wrong.
Going forward, seeing the kind of viral competitive nature that emerged on social last time, something you and the multiplayer team have talked about in terms of the future.
Yeah.
Like leaderboards would be a cool addition.
Leaderboards are absolutely something. We wanted to get them in there for launch, but it didn't quite happen. Definitely, if it's something you're excited about, you want leaderboards and weapon drills, you know, put the call out there in the forums and stuff. Make sure you let us know, because that helps us align as we're planning future content. As
Yes.
we kind of launch this Halo Infinite service, we're partnering with the community, partnering with the players, so that we want to be reactive as much as we can. So if it's something you really want, call for it, and we're just see if we can make it happen.
I think it's safe to say we can just assume leaderboards are wanted, so we'll add that to the list. So we're going to jump over now and take a closer look at training mode, right, which you mentioned briefly. I also want to note that we're going to do this is a double demo here. We're not only are we going to show off training mode for the first time, but we're going to pick Behemoth, our new multiplayer map,
Love
for
it.
this preview as the backdrop.
Yes, show me
which
Behemoth, please.
I think some folks have seen this a little bit, maybe in the trailer earlier this year. We put some concept out on Monday.
Oh
but
man,
I
the
love
Warthog
this map.
run.
It's also
Fantastic.
brings vehicles.
The
back
original
to
Halo
the
theme
first time
in
so
Infinite.
that's a really interesting new twist. But
Absolute
let's
chef
let's throw it over
kiss
to your point of view here, David.
with
If you
some
wanna,
fire on it.
Yeah,
Mm.
just
Take us
going to
through
launch into
training
training mode on Behemoth.
Never get bored listening to it.
We go pretty quick.
Again, I love that loading
Beautiful
screen.
Loading screen. And yeah, here we are on Behemoth, which is a 4v4 arena map with vehicles. So as you said, it's super exciting to have vehicles back in the arena space. To me, it just helps bring extra variety into that 4v4 experience. So the first thing I'm going to do, so training mode, it's a pretty simple experience. Once you get in here and play it, it's hard to kind of communicate it. It's an unlimited bot slayer match. You can go in at any time and hit the pause menu, and this is differentiation. You see this setting here, training options. Players might have seen.
I definitely love this
before in
customization.
trailers. And in here, you can go in, customize.
I'm
your loadout
gonna
to
try
what
that
you
out
want it
too.
to be. So I'm gonna get myself a sniper.
We're probably not
rifle,
gonna get through
maybe a BR. as well.
every mode,
I'm gonna
but
go-
I'm definitely gonna try my
let's go
best
with
to
frag.
cover
You can do primary,
the
secondary grenades,
meat and
quick
potatoes
grenades,
of this
grapple
tech
shot.
preview.
But because I want to show off the map, I'm going to go in here. You can set the number of friendly and enemy bots, and that goes, 0 all the way up to 3 for friendly bots or 4 for enemy bots. You can tweak their difficulty as well. Reveal enemy location. Basically what this does is it puts a little nav point marker over every enemy on the map, so you can actually see where they are through walls. That's super useful if you just want to, because the bot behavior is dynamic, you don't actually control it. If you wanted to like focus on your accuracy and things like that, I found that to be a really useful tool. Play fighting is sort of similar to the experience in the tier 3 weapon drills, where the bots will engage in their combat behaviors, but they won't actually shoot at you. I'm going to leave that off because, at least when I'm playing, I like them shooting at me, because if you're getting descoped,
Yeah, well, I don't see the reason why, but
turn infinite ammo on.
if that's something
and,
you
know,
want
there's this
toggle
little
on,
feature
that's
at the
up to
bottom. We're
you.
gonna ignore that. That's
I'm gonna
just,
leave it
for
off.
streaming alone.
Deathlessness.
I don't need that.
saw
I don't
that.
need that. It's just, just something for the kids.
Wait, so you're on recruit difficult? Well, you turned the bots off for now.
The
so-
bots are off right now, so I'm just gonna hop over here. You see man cannons.
Yeah, let's give the community what they want. I assume people would love to get a closer look at this map, so I think maybe you're just going to give us a little tour. if you
Yeah, so
will,
I'm gonna
right?
just drive over here because I found that like the skybox in this map is
it's
just
absolutely amazing.
absolutely gorgeous.
Yo.
It's a good mixture of like this sort of desert terrain, Forerunner aesthetic, palm trees. What more can you want?
Oh
It just-
my
it looks fantastic.
goodness.
I love the new kind of Forerunner aesthetic.
P43, you need to
using this
chill.
game, so, the map's kind of like a.
You need to chill
I
out.
see it as
This
a
map
little
is
bit of
fire.
You have the aesthetic, good vehicle play, a little bit of Valhalla with the two bases, although in this case the bases actually face away from one another. But you have this ring on the outside.
Kind
you
of
can
watching
just
my
drive around.
camera's
It's just
battery.
Fun to do laps, help to
When it gets in the
pick
single
up buddies
digit.
on flag runs. It's a super fun space to drive around. I'm also going to pop up here, so give you a little demo showing off the base. There's 2 levels of the bases. There's a grav lift from the lower level. So man cannons, grav lifts, warhogs. Oh my, it's the best Halo.
Oh
stuff.
my.
It's everything I love about Halo, and I want to give a shout out to Tyler Insrud, who was the level designer on this map. He's just done a great job from the
Yes, he
very
has. Give him a
first,
raise.
take on it. I've just
Come
fallen
on,
in love
give
with
him a
this.
raise.
So you have this little path down the middle, which is a great shortcut,
Love
but
the sneaky path.
you better be prepared because you can get shot from every
Yeah, you can get
single
sniped.
angle. So if you're coming down here with a flag, just be prepared. And yeah, so this map's it's just a lot of fun. And I know when we showed it off for the first time, a lot of players thought perhaps it was a BTP map. So, but it's designed around 4v4. A lot of opportunities for, using your grapple shots,
Okay.
using vehicles. Vehicle play is just super great. But also, if you're on foot, you have a lot of opportunity for grapple.
The AI is
Uh,
not my
and doing
choice.
your
I'm
best.
sorry.
So I'm going to turn the bots back
Yeah,
on
let's-
so we can actually
Yes,
train
please.
for a little bit.
Want to see how they
Turn
are.
the friendly bots on, enemy bots.
I mean, marine difficulty, you can do a little better than that, right?
I think we can. Let's bump it up to Spartan. And
I mean,
see.
Oh.
as Sarah
Okay.
pointed out, the bots are a little more.
Okay.
lethal. They've been training hard since July as well.
That's right. So the bots are back, and you see they join. I think I
He just turned the difficulty to 5.
The reveal enemy location.
Okay.
Let me just double check that to make sure, because I think that's gonna help the time to combat come in.
Okay, so now you got a little extra intel.
Oh, so they
not
just
gonna
used the
matter.
shock grenade on me.
Right
I'm gonna
out- right out
retreat.
of the back.
I'm gonna retreat and run away.
By the way, the same arcing effect the shock rifle generates, that the dynamo grenade is going to do the same thing. To great effect, I might add.
Yep. Alright, so I'm gonna swap to plasma. Where did you come from?
Got him.
For the record, oh wait, I was gonna say I haven't died, but I forgot. I said it's deathless. I was feeling pretty good about
wow,
myself.
Yeah, you haven't died. Imagine that.
That first encounter, I felt like I should have died there. So I'm just gonna
Oh,
grab cover
my
here.
camera has died, so
Not
there
doing too good. I'm
goes
gonna
that.
try to
I'll be
escape.
back.
Relentless.
Yes, you see how quickly
That
I shred
is-
my shields.
So I'm just gonna update something.
Here's my
just something that
thing
Sarah
decided
spoke
to
in the
read.
first segment. Once the bot arena playlist is live in the flight, it'll be a mix up.
So I'm
of
just gonna hide
different
this.
on the opposing squad, right? So
Yep.
this is great. If you just want to come in here and warm up, by the way, you can do it. Lots of opportunities to do that, including customizing the difficulty. So if you-
They're using the shock rifle.
they are. Well, it's good.
That's my favorite thing. I don't know if anyone noticed. Like they looked like they were gonna take me down, and I just swapped to make sure I had rockets, and that always feels good that you have the upper hand. It's not cheating too. It's the mode.
Another thing that I didn't really mention at the outset, which we did mention in the blog yesterday, is when the flight does go live. One thing that's going to be different this time around is we're going to have specified play times.
Yep.
So we have essentially the plan is that we'll have 2 4-hour windows each day where matchmaking will be available. Now, outside those windows, though, you will still be able to play weapon drills and academy. So this training mode will be available 24/7 for the duration of the flight.
Come on, that was a pretty good shot. Give me some credit for that one.
It wasn't bad.
Whiffed
I
on
mean,
that one. But it's funny. You can just pop in here. You can tailor the experience however you
All
want.
right, I'm back.
Grab
I'm gonna move my
classic sneaky route.
webcam
Also,
here
you
since
get to
they're
turn
taking
the infinite
that up.
ammo. Not only gives you infinite ammo, you might notice I have infinite grenades. I also have infinite equipment charges.
Well, fun.
So if you want to live out your arachnid superhero fantasy, you can do that.
Shout-outs to Spider-Man.
Because I'm not as good as some of the guys around here that can.
Shout outs to
basically just
Spider-Man. They
grapple
just
over
mentioned
here.
Spider-Man.
He doesn't know I have rockets. Oh, whiffed.
Are you still deathless?
I am totally still deathless. It makes
Okay.
me look good though. I feel like the audience might have forgotten at this point. But
Yeah.
this is also a good opportunity, and I should point out, I'm not doing it here.
Oh, that's a
to
shock
just
grenade.
to
They
just
used that
learn
in
the
the
map, learn the weapon placement, stuff like
second
that, in a way that
Infinite
you know,
trailer.
you're in control of.
Oh, you were definitely super combined there, by the way.
No doubt about that. But yeah, at any point you can go in here, hop back in here, adjust anything you want.
I'm
to.
definitely gonna
I'm
check
having myself
check
not
that
focus
out.
so you can see how quickly I'm gonna die. It's gonna be painful.
That
I feel like
when
with
this
training
game
mode, I
goes
could
day
finally
one,
make my own montage of just doing sick plays. It would be
Honestly,
against- it would
that's
be
what
deathless
I'm
against
definitely gonna be
people.
playing
That's
that.
one
I
of the
can,
things
I can do a cool montage.
I'm looking forward to that. I think this is going to be a place where people can just really experiment with the sandbox, see how far they can push it, and try to actually do that for reals when the game comes out.
Ravager.
It's crazy.
Yeah, by the way, they did melt you. You weren't joking.
One thing I should
I'm definitely
mention
gonna play that when it goes day
I
one.
mentioned weapon drills. We have
Before I
updated some of the
start
tips
live.
to do a better job of
Well, before I
manipulating
start doing my
weapons
YouTube
multiplayer.
video on
For example, the
multiplayer.
Ravager, you can hold
'Cause I need to
fire
warm
down
up.
and
I
build
love
damage over time.
I love the
So I
fact
think I'm
that they're
gonna get
doing
one
this.
more kill. I'm
Yeah,
gonna get
let's
one more
do-
kill and then we'll
Take us out on a
call
high
it.
note. Do something truly epic here.
Here we go, guys.
Oh, I didn't get credit for that, but I think my friendly bot must have gotten the kill. Here we go.
That's a team game, right? Oh no!
Oh.
Look at that.
I'm gonna get one kill.
Pesky shade.
If I die again, we'll call it, and I will exit the stream in shame.
I mean, we could just keep going. We'll be here all night.
I don't think anyone wants that. I
There
just
you
Got
put the
him.
controller
Okay,
down.
that's a good one. To
I got
end
a
on.
kill.
A good one to end on.
Call it there.
So yeah, again, to
There you go,
reiterate,
David
training
Ellis.
Mode will and the weapon drills, for that matter, both be included in this upcoming preview. Both will be available for play pretty much all the time from the moment the build is released all the way till the time the flight is turned off. So encourage folks to jump in, run it through its paces. All the available maps will be selectable through the training mode. I believe their Behemoth may not come online until a little bit later. Similar to last time, we might be staggering some of that content to kind of keep the experience fresh. But suffice it to say, by the end of that first weekend, you would be able to jump in and also play Behemoth as well. So, David, before we wrap up and switch over to BTB, any sort
Yes,
of parting
I'm excited for
comments or
big time
final
battle.
thoughts you'd like to share with our community today?
Well, it's definitely one of those, as people get hands-on with training mode for the first time, always love ideas. Like, as a designer, I want to know what people like, what they don't like. Also, if there's features that don't exist in there that would help them, I want to know about that as well, because we'll add it to our backlog and see if we can add it in there. We already have like a long list of stuff that we want to do. Sarah and the bots team have talked about actually adding more granular difficulty controls to training mode. Maybe you can do different difficulty when you're friendly bots, enemy bots. Really make it a whole sandbox you can experiment and play. Also, maybe down the line, we want to allow you to go in with friendly human teammates in a training mode. That's something we want to do down the line. So we're just excited for people to get hands-on and see how they use it.
Cool. Well, I'm excited as well. I can't wait. In fact, one thing I'm going to do in training mode right away, I don't think I personally really got my sensitivity dialed in last time. It's a little bit different in this game, right? So training mode's a perfect opportunity for me to kind of tweak a little bit, take some shots, and kind of do that in a safe environment and sort of hopefully improve my game by the end of this next preview.
I was seeing people do that weapon drills in the last tech preview, and I think that's a last thing as I'll just close out, that there's a clear progression we kind of think about as we're onboarding players. Kind of start with the tutorial, go to weapon drills, go to training mode, then bot arena, and at that point you should be fully prepared for matchmaking and playing Halo Infinite with your friends.
Or start in ranked if that's your fancy, right?
Yeah, that's also an option for
Cool.
you, not me.
Well, thanks, David, for the Academy update here. This will be coming out soon in the preview. Coming up next,
Again,
we're gonna be
can't
joined by
wait.
Fernando, and we are excited to show you
I
the first
cannot
look
wait.
at a match of Big Team Battle on Fragmentation. We will be back in just a minute.
Again, I just love this nature, a little look at it. And for those who are wondering, when's Big Team Battle going to be in the next flight? That's next weekend. And I will be covering this, so if you're stoked for this, put a thumbs up. And also subscribe so you don't miss out on the clips. Watching this on Facebook? Well, no, I'm watching this on Facebook, but I will have the clips from this on my Facebook channel. Well, not on my well, actually, no. Not the live stream the way it is. Actually, I'll think of something. But right now, I just love the view of this map. I'm excited to try multiplayer. Again, I never played multiplayer in any Halo game. Just got into it, so I'm gonna take things slow starting Friday. Instead of rushing full force into multiplayer. So you guys could get a look at my customization. Now you can apply it to your
we're
own.
back. You just had another little ambient fly through of Fragmentation. I want to give a huge shout out to the audio team. I mean, I've had a lot of fun playing that map, and it's very bombastic in the heat of the moment. And this is the first time I've really been able to appreciate some of those ambient sounds. So a lot of depth and layer there. But please join me in welcoming Fernando to the stream.
Oh,
Fernando,
hello there,
have you-
Fernando.
It's great to be here representing the amazing work that the MP team has done for BTV.
So before we jump into BTB, just for folks who don't know you, who aren't familiar with you, what's your role on the team? What's your history with 343?
Yeah, of course. I am a senior multiplayer designer. I am part of the multiplayer design team, and I'm one of the designers working in Big Team Battle, making sure that it's great and it's exactly as we remember and even better than that.
Well, I know you're doing fantastic work. Obviously, the community's super excited about the return to Big Team Battle. I know we've talked a lot about it. We mentioned the Inside Infinite blog earlier, which you can find on HaloWaypoint.com. But
Definitely very useful.
from your
I highly
perspective, just
recommend
kinda
you
what's the overall
go to
kinda
Inside
elevator
Infinite
pitch? How
and just
did
check
you
it
and the
out.
team
Tells
approach
you
Big Team
everything.
Battle? And specifically, when you knew it was going to come back, it's been improved and it's different. So I'm just kind of curious, what are the goals and kind of how do we end up with what we have today?
Yeah, for sure. I think like a little bit of history here, like right at the beginning when we started thinking about bringing BTV to Halo Infinite. All the designers we got into a room and we just like share our experiences with BTV, right? Like exciting moments that we had, or like good memories of a LAN party or something, you know, like just to make sure that we're really capturing that essence of BTV. And like after that, we came up with these three very important design pillars for us that we hope that every match of BTV is respecting or is paying tribute to. So the first one is having embracing really the Spartan battle fantasy. It's a thing that is important for us across the whole multiplayer, I would say, but I think it's especially important in Big Team Battle. We really want people to feel like they are like in a real combat scenario with a Spartan unit, right? A lot of things going on, and like having the Pelicans drop vehicles at key moments in the match that adds excitement.
Yeah, that
And I think like for me,
I
BTV
definitely
is all about
once
like
next
those
weekend comes,
special moments
that is
happen,
going to be top
thanks to the sandbox,
notch.
right? And which kind of
Seeing the Pelicans
next
drop
point, which is a very
a
sandbox-driven
Warthog.
experience, right?
It's like,
space in Halo where you have the full sandbox at your disposal.
Sergeant Johnson
Vehicles,
bring you a
weapons,
tank in Halo
equipment,
2 in Metropolis.
and all of this, like,
Just
in a
gives you
big
that,
setting with 12
type
versus
of
12 players. It just leads to
that
like crazy
ownership,
crazy
like,
moments,
I
and,
got
like,
this.
just seeing how those
I
different
love
pieces
that.
interact with each other, like grappling shot at a wasp in the air is like a super awesome moment, or like
I know.
stopping a
Grapple
with a
jack.
laser, you know, like it's just incredible to see how we just like put the toys there and then just like fun emerges out of it. And finally, I think, and this is one of the most important pillars for me, is that BTV should be the social space. I think that we should let and empower all the different player archetypes that we might have in Halo. right? So from people that are like super focused on shooting and they're like great with the sniper, and to people that might be like more of a driver, right? Or like myself, that I love to like sneak in and get like the flag cap, and you know, like we want to make sure that there's a space where people can have fun with their friends, right? It's a great space to bring new players into playing multiplayer, right? Like you put them to like the tutorial and the academy a little bit, and it's like, okay, we're ready to go, let's go, right? And let's play together, right? Like you just drive me first, and then like slowly make them comfortable with playing Halo, right? Because I think it's all about like having fun together, right? And having 12 players on each side of the match, it just creates this space.
Yeah, it is super fun. That's, I mean, I don't know how else to describe it. Also, I just want to say thank you for embracing the shenanigans archetype, which is kind of really my MO. I'm not even a good shooter anymore, but my shenanigans are in full effect in BTV, and it's super fun. Now, we recorded a match just the other night, right? And I believe this is your point of view, so no pressure. I know you weren't.
Sorry, guys.
This is not a sweaty pro match. Like you said yourself, it's about fun. It's about a social experience. This is kind of raw gameplay. This is recorded on a PC.
Yeah.
Oh, we
This
get
is not a
gameplay,
trailer.
guys.
I also just want to give additional caveats. This is from our preview build, so you know we're not done. The team continues to work, and really excited.
We get gameplay.
Proud of all the great work that's gone into this and the progress that's been made. But you know, just suffice it to say, we are still in pre-release. So, I think with that, we're gonna roll this match. It's CTF on Fragmentation. We had 12v12. We are not gonna try to cast this, I promise you, but we're gonna let it run for a few minutes to kind of let it establish itself, let our audience get a better
Yes, please show me.
hear and see what BTB is about. And then I think you and I can just chat a little bit, and I'll ask you to kind of share some thoughts and point some things out about the map and about the gameplay, and just kind of help give our community maybe an edge for when BTB does come in the second week of our upcoming preview. So,
Yeah, for sure.
Josh, when you're ready, if you want to go ahead and roll this footage, let's check out some gameplay of CTF on Fragmentation.
Again, I love that loading screen.
Capture the flag. Capture enemy flags to score.
I do love the stances too. Yo, it has a big arm. Okay. Oh!
We attacking or defending? Or both? Let's do both.
Again, not a fan of that AI. Yo! Hype! Again, this is happening next week. But yo! Tango's. I love that spot. I love this bar in chatter, man. Did some damage, especially over yonder. Over yonder. I love the damage feedback too. Like, I did damage on the right shoulder. I did damage on the left shoulder. But overall, put this in the chat, guys. Did some damage. I love this bar and chatter, man. You guys may hate it. I love it.
Okay, so we're going to let this keep playing here, Fernando, but for folks that maybe missed the intro, this is Sketch, joined by a multiplayer designer, senior multiplayer designer, Fernando, here in the studio, giving you a first look at CTF on Fragmentation, one of our new maps that will be in this preview. Fernando, I'm going to turn it over to you a little bit. We saw a chaotic opening there, by the way. Those two Warthogs just head-to-head right out of the gate, but feel free to kind of point out some stuff and, you know, just share a little bit with us additional context about what we're seeing.
Yeah, I think first of all, like I would like to talk a little bit about the map, right? Like Fragmentation. This is one of my favorite maps in BTV for Infinite. Like has that like Forerunner aesthetic, feels like almost like a campaign level, right? And
Oh,
and
yo.
Valhalla vibes too, you know. So it's like I as a
Chat, I
big
like that.
Halo
I like
fan,
that, chat.
it's just exciting
Chat,
to play on it.
I like that.
yeah, like so big.
I
big
like
shout
how
out
the
to,
schmovin in the
Cliff Schultz,
mongoose,
level designer
or is that
for
the
this,
gun? No, it's the
for
mongoose,
this
not the
match.
gun
He
goose.
did an amazing
But in the
job.
mongoose, he's literally turning.
Yeah, oh, yeah, that was a skewer right there.
Oh,
But yeah,
you got
I think
pinned.
that we're playing CTF right now. We
Rip.
have done some tuning, especially for.
But yo, I like how he's
for
moving, like
BTB
he's
in
turning
terms
this,
of,
turning that.
How CTF
Watch out
plays,
for the
right,
skewer,
compared to
guys.
Arena. I will not give a lot of details on that. I hope that people
I just like-
get to play it and see
And
it.
for those who
in
played
person.
CE multiplayer,
But yeah, we try to make
your
it,
Cobra and Eagle
just
flags.
to embrace really like collaboration and teamwork. So everyone feels good while playing.
Oh,
Like,
it tells
one
you
of
the
my
name.
mantras while working in BTB has been like everyone should feel like a hero in every match, right? Like you should have like a cool moment that you feel like, oh man, I'm amazing, right? I'm great at this game, and hopefully like CTF does that for people. This is a cool thing I think to mention about the map. We have this thing that we internally
Yo,
call
the
loot
AI.
cave, right, where you can bring your AI and hack the entrance to the loot cave, and yeah, you just have to like be careful there and like escort it while your little guy does its thing.
It's just a sub-objective, right?
Yeah,
Like
it's just a sub-objective.
either
Doesn't
team,
have.
whoever gets here first gets the loot, essentially.
Yeah,
right?
exactly, right? It's just like an interesting way of bringing more power
Yo.
into the match and getting cool toys to play, right? Like I just like picked up the.
I like how you use the AI
gravity
to get
hammer
into
there
vehicles.
and the overshield. So let's see, like find some people there to use.
Definitely,
some
it's gonna be
toys with, right?
another
got all
a
those
whole
guys
new
right now.
experience.
Oh, that guy escaped.
Yeah, he got lucky there.
Hey, speaking of which, too, I think by default, you guys talked about scaling the experience a little bit. I believe equipment has like something like the grapple. has
Oh, you
more
better run.
charges in a big team battle than it would in arena by
Yeah.
default, right?
Yeah, for sure. Like we
Oh.
figured that given the extra space, right? Like the
You got
square
hijacked.
footage of the maps, it would be nice to be able to play with the toys a little bit more than just like the amount of charges that you would have in
Like I said,
arena.
revealed.
And it plays really well, right? Like especially like if you have the grapple shot, you can just like swing around and have fun with it.
I
for a
can't
bit.
wait.
And that's pretty.
This is a
pretty cool.
tease. Ah,
Oh, you really
I wanna
take this
I
thing
wanna
all
play
the way
this
down?
now.
Yeah.
Okay, you got a little pickup here. Oh.
Yeah, I always.
I
like
have
to,
my
like,
controller ready.
drive the flag.
I have
and
my
just, like,
controller
don't
ready.
have to
Just
walk all the way
give me
to
the game
booth,
now.
getting
I
a
don't want to wait till
driver,
next week.
which, I don't know. Like I think this is a good also
Ah.
moment to talk about how vehicles play into BTB, right? Like I think they're there to be used, but I would say that they are very incorporated into how the mod plays. You'll see that the Razorback can interact with the flag,
Hey.
for example, and they're just like
Got him.
a core part of BTB. So very big shout out to Brian Berryhill, our vehicle designer, that he did an incredible job to make the Warhawk and the Mongoose feel the way it's supposed to feel.
It hurts me to see you lose that hammer after all the trouble you went to
Right?
hack that
I
back
know.
cave. I'm not sure you got a kill with it.
Oh, I got
Oh, yeah,
a
okay,
good one.
okay.
Yeah.
I know all that work just for the gravity
Nice to be
hammer,
back in the man cannons.
and someone just backsmacks you into an oblivion.
Commando rifle, which is pretty cool weapon, mid range, right? Like
I
always
like it.
feel
I like the
the
commando.
assault rifle and the battle rifle in terms of like the role it plays when you're like.
Again, training mode's
combat
gonna be it
player.
for me.
So I believe some vehicles
When
will
I
be
get
kinda
this
spawn
game
at each
day
base
one, I'll
by
be
default,
practicing.
Right? But then in addition, we have this dynamic element where a Pelican's going to fly in periodically and drop off vehicles as well.
Yeah, that's a completely new system that we added for BTB and Infinite. We have like Pelican drops, bringing vehicles at like key moments of the match, right? To like,
Yo,
there's like some very smart.
You see the
things
smile on my face, right?
running on the back to make sure that
this means I'm
we
just.
don't affect the balance.
I'm excited.
of the match.
I'm excited,
Again,
guys.
Big shout
This-
out to Patrick Wren.
This upped my excitement to 11.
Awesome designer that make it happen.
It's just a tech
Dan and
preview, I
Luke
know.
Too, right? So he has been.
But
he has been creating cool stuff to make BTB really.
just
shine
seeing
and-
capture the flag
and make it bigger.
with a
and
grapple
better than
shot
what it was.
and other equipment in the game,
And we also have this dynamic.
It gives me hopes
element
that
in
Halo
these
Infinite
drops
is
as well. I
gonna
don't know if we've seen
make it
one
up
yet
for
in
its
this film,
loss
right? But periodically,
of
just
co-op
cool
campaign
weapons are
and
gonna rain
Forge.
down from the sky, right?
Yeah. So you can be just like wandering around in the map, and out of nowhere, like
Good defense.
an ordnance drop falls right in front of you, which is one of my favorite animations in the game, right? Like you just like walk to it and it explodes and it shows
I
you
love the
like,
needler.
your new toy. And it's a good encouragement for people to just be scavenging around and walking in the space, right? I think that BTB really shines is that you have like different pockets of interaction, right? Like maybe like this corner we are like playing with the objective and like trying to defend the flag, right? But maybe in a different corner somebody's having like a super intense combat, or like somebody else is like trying to stealthy hack the loot cave, for example, right? So there's a lot of moments and there's a lot of things going on in a BTB match. So it's super exciting no matter where you are.
Hey, was that loot cave? Does that respawn at any point during the match, or is that kind of a one and done?
No, it respawns. You have to let it reboot. It reboots for a bit, and then you can go at it again.
Okay, cool.
Flag taken.
Let's get the hell out of here. We know where we are.
Oh man. You better run.
Steal the enemy carrier.
Oh man.
Oh no.
Runner, huh? You like
I
that?
love running the flag, man. Like it's such a cool moment when you like, you cap it and it explodes, and like you are contributing meaningfully to
Enemy
like the outcome of the match. It's just so cool, And like I don't know, ideally like it's a team-based game, right? So even if you don't bring it, like you just bring it to the 50-yard line, and then it's like it's up to somebody else, and keep like moving it like little ants in the match.
Okay, you got the drop wall. But yeah, I do love the fact that this is making it look interesting. And of course for you guys who might not played Halo before,
That's the threat sensor right there, like just putting in one there just in case somebody wants to get close to the loot cave, right? Can turn back.
enemy has your flag.
Hope this gives us an edge.
I usually like.
I
to
love
use it
how
like that,
Spartan
right? Like,
Agrina is
behind
telling
it,
you,
maybe, like I can see somebody like crouching behind or something before I commit to a route.
Enemy flag carrier spotted. You're exposed, Spartan.
oh no, rip. Again, I love that did some
Pretty
damage.
Close match.
Now, something else we could mention real quick too. I know we're watching CTF, but in the preview we're gonna have BTB Slayer, BTB CTF, and also a new game mode called Total Control.
Yeah.
Ooh, total
Yeah,
control.
For sure. Oh,
There's that Pelican
here's the
by the way,
Pelican drop.
yep.
Look at that. So cool. Gets me every time. Yeah.
Yes,
so in terms of
that's what
modes,
Master
we
Chief
really
had
try to have like a variety of
when they
experiences
showed
in
off a little
the
bit of the
BTB,
gameplay.
part of multiplayer, like from like very classic BTB Slayer experience, right? It's like how you remember it, just like kill the enemy team, right? To like an in between,
Okay.
improvement on something like CTF, like I was mentioning, right?
Oh man,
To like something completely
you
new,
got
Total
caught
Control.
recharging.
Total Control is
Sucks.
area control mode.
Sucks to be the
where
one
you
getting
have to
shot
capture
recharging
two
your
different
weapon.
zones at the same time to score. Once you score 1 point, a new set of zones is selected.
Go, go, go.
In different parts of the map to add some variety. And the first team that does that 3 times wins the match.
It's super. It's become one of my favorites.
And
it's just so hectic because it just forces everyone into sort of those three. There's
Yeah.
a lot of intense combat because everyone's.
my
sort of
camera
get those
keeps
zones.
saying high temperature,
Big fan of
so
Total Control. Oh, here we go. Oh.
Oh man, so close, huh?
oof.
Oh, but it looks like
There it is. It's a win.
You and your team prevailed. I'm sure that your multiplayer colleagues
Yo,
did
that's
not go
dance.
easy on you for the sake
Yeah,
of this
no,
live stream, right?
everybody sometimes like plays a little bit.
I love that stance that guy
That was,
had.
your first look at Capture the Flag on Fragmentation. Like we said, that will be part of our multiplayer preview. Currently, with our original plans, that would be coming in the second weekend. So we Most likely we'll have a double-header approach. First weekend's going to be more focused on Arena. Second weekend we'll be introducing BTB. So stay tuned. You will get a chance to play that, I promise. Now, Fernando, before we wrap this up, anything else you'd like to say, or sort of final words or closing comments you want to share with the community today?
Yeah, of course. I think that I just want people to know that the MP team really cares about Halo, right? And we are all big fans of the franchise. So we really try our best to make this Halo game the best ever. We pour our hearts into it. So we really hope that people are going to enjoy it in this flight. And
I'm
whenever,
definitely going to enjoy it.
We
It's
launch
gonna be new
the
to
full
me.
game.
It looks
I hope
been
you
intimidating,
enjoy
but
BTB.
I'm always up for a
and,
challenge.
Share your clips with us, you know, like of all these amazing moments happening on screen.
Well, I'm sure we will get a lot of good moments out of here. Plus, you know, we'll be out there playing too, right? So
Yes,
maybe
definitely.
maybe I'll be able to get in your squad. My shenanigans plus your flag running. I think we could do big things together.
Yeah.
So we're gonna kind of wrap
Imagine
this thing up
me
here.
and Sketch
you know, as I said at
on
the
the
outset,
team.
for folks who maybe missed it,
I'll cry.
we are moving
Sketch
towards our next technical
and
preview
I
for
on a team.
multiplayer, pre-selection emails.
Let
to
that
go
sink
over
in,
this week
guys.
to Halo Insiders. We are
Let that
currently
sink
in a bit of a
in.
holding pattern due to some late breaking release issues, which may or may not result in a shift to our current schedule. I will get an update once we're done with this stream here today. I ask folks just to keep an eye on Halo Waypoint. We will be providing a lot more information about the flight, including all the instructions and play times and things of that nature. Additionally, you know, always a good idea to follow Halo on Twitter for real-time updates there. But either way, this flight and our next preview will be coming fairly soon. We're very excited to have everybody jump in and help us really push our services to the limit. And concurrency, again, is our #1 goal, which is also, by the way, why this time around we are going to be focusing on 2 specific play sessions, 2 4-hour windows. And that's to really help us drive max players at the same time to help us hit those numbers. And it also, by the way, gives the services folks, for example, a window to be able to do some work as well without impacting the live experience for all of our flight participants. I also just wanted to add that for that second weekend that I mentioned, when Big Team Battle goes up, we're looking to go even bigger. And we will be removing some barriers and kind of widening the funnel as a way to bring even more people in. So if you didn't get an invitation to the first weekend, don't fret. There will be additional chances for Xbox Insiders to be able to join kind of on the fly via the Xbox Insider Hub. And we're also going to look at a way to distribute additional Steam keys along the lines of allowing PC players to invite a friend for that second weekend. So those details will be coming soon to Halo Waypoint, so stay tuned for that. And with that, you know, appreciate everybody's support, Halo Insiders especially, from the earliest days of the MCC sort of update, road, and journey all the way to where we are today. We would not be here without you. Your support, your participation, your feedback absolutely is helping the studio, absolutely helps us make these games better. And this doesn't stop at launch. You know, even feedback that we got in July is already helping to inform opportunities and things to go after for beyond launch, because launch is really just the beginning in a lot of ways. So, and I think I just saw it pop up on screen, but just a quick reminder, we do have our special 15% off insider deal going on at the Gear Shop using code Halo Insider 15. I think that's going to go for another hour or two, 5 p.m. Pacific. So you still got some time if you want to pick up a new Halo hat or t-shirt. Check out the gear collection there from our friends at the Gear Shop. And that's it then for now. So on behalf of everyone,
Oh, that's
from
it?
Industries,
No.
thank you for watching. Thank you for joining the Halo
I want
Insider
more.
program. We will have more information
I want
about
more.
when the build will be released, and we look forward to playing with you online very soon. Thanks so much.
Again, I'll never get tired seeing this, but I did reaction on this again, so I'm just gonna wrap up my thoughts and opinions, and of course I apologize guys for my camera. Keep giving the high temperature prompts, so I'm gonna try again briefly. See what we get.
Why are you here?
To fight. To win. To be a Spartan.
Alright, this should work. Okay, here we go. guys should see me. Alright, here we go. Alright. Final thoughts. Again, it's a technical preview, so I'm gonna keep my excitement dialed to 9. But overall, again, that armor looks beautiful. But I'm excited for this Friday, 6 p.m. Facebook gaming page. Guys will see me live. Have me just taking my time going through everything for you guys. I'm gonna try to get as much stuff as I can before the first tech preview ends. Then the second tech preview, same thing, which is next weekend. So this weekend, it's gonna be training mode, and then bot arena. Again, one final effort. Sounds amazing. But yeah, I'm hyped. This cinematic intro to season 1, this gets me even more pumped up. So pumped up my headphones fell off. But let's go. So yeah, I'll see you guys Friday 6 p.m. Hope chat you guys are ready for that. Alright, let me just... Alright, so... that actually is it. So... I love how the Roxo's falling off. So... you guys saw that, right? Yeah. So while my mind was just blown away by that, I'm gonna wrap it up here. So thank you guys for watching me just do a live stream on the Halo Infinite second tech preview happening this weekend, of course next weekend as well, about the overview of what to expect, of course a big team battle, the new training mode, and of course what to expect on launch and after launch. Again, 6 p.m. on Friday I will be live doing a full live stream of this, so I'll be live on Facebook Gaming, and also I'll be doing the clips on my YouTube channel. So definitely look forward to both of that. I will have a recap of this on my YouTube channel so you guys can kind of not miss out. Again, that's all I have to say. Thank you guys for watching me. I am hyped for this tech preview happening starting tomorrow night. As like they said, this could change if things aren't going smooth, and that's what they kind of want. They kind of want us to bum rush the servers with everything we have. But thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys stay safe. And this is my favorite OST. And I'll see you guys next time. Have a great day. And I'll see you guys next time. And on Friday, again, 6 p.m. live on Facebook Gaming. Have a great day. And as always, stay safe. This is Gamer Chris TV.